are you, Candy Cane? I'm fine.
You look like you've seen a two-headed cat.
How was it, Natalie?
Tell us what happened.
Well, when we got up there, he started to take his pants off. And while he was bending over, I decided to spray him with my perfume, like you said to Anita. But he straightened up just as I sprayed him, and it got in his eyes and blinded him.
Oh, no.
That's when he stumbled into the bedpost and banged his knee real bad. So, for the next 5 minutes, he was rolling around on the floor with one hand rubbing his eye and the other one rubbing his knee.
Oh, good Lord.
And then, when he could finally see again, he asked me to take my dress off.
You gotta give him credit for determination.
Well, I started undressing, and then he asked me where I was from. And I said St. Louis. And then he asked me what St. Louis was like. And as I was telling him, he put his hand on my derriere.
You mean your ass?
French.
Well, then what happened?
I kept telling him about St. Louis, about the parks, about the restaurants, and the whole time I was telling him, he had his hands back there, feeling and squeezing. And then when he had enough of that, he laid me down on the bed.
And then he started.
Yes.
And then what happened?
Well, I kept talking about St. Louis. the breweries, about the public gardens, about how it was founded by two Frenchmen in 1764.
Did you charge him extra for the history lesson?
Go on, Natalie.
Well, that was it. Then it was all over in about 2 minutes.
Well, I'll be damned. You talked the whole time?
Yeah, well, he kept asking me questions. Even after he was done, he asked me to tell him more, so I pulled a blanket over me and I told him more.
Well, I'll be damned.
Is it going to be like that all the time?
Like what?
Well, am I going to have to talk to these men for half an hour? Because I am not much of a talker.
That's your biggest worry, that you might have to talk.
Well, I'd rather keep it as impersonal as I can. Isn't that what you do?
Well, Missy, it's rather hard to keep it impersonal when a cowboy's pointing his pinata like her.